Obviously, that was a hard-fought game on Sunday, and you have a short week this week. How are you feeling physically?
Yeah, sore, but you're sore every Tuesday, so we'll get it usually by Thursday. You're starting to feel pretty good, so got to work hard to get your body right the next 2 days.
When you went back and watched the tape, what kind of jumped out at you about what y'all would have liked to do better?
Yeah, I mean, we did some good things. We had some explosives. Just needed an all-around better effort from the whole team in that game. They were playing really well, both sides of the ball, and didn't quite match their level of execution.
Something Brian's brought up a lot, Joe, is being better on first and second downs. Do you sense that and see that as well on film?
Yeah, in spots, but we've also been really good in spots too. Yeah.
Is it a matter of consistency and repetition? What would you say has to improve?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that specific situation. He's probably dived into the numbers a little more than I have on first and second down. So I trust what he says. We haven't quite talked about that.
When you have a game like that on Sunday and you have a short week against a divisional opponent with a game of this magnitude, what's kind of the biggest challenge about kind of switching gears and getting ready for a game like this on Thursday?
You just got to put it behind you quickly. There's no time to really sit and reflect too much because, coaches are starting to game plan right after the game. And then, Monday we're right into it. Monday's a Thursday and today's a Friday. So, you just got to put it behind you fast and move on.
In a game when you're trailing, how do you know when's the time to enter aggressive mode and kind of what changes when you're in that kind of mode?
Yeah, that's something that you got to feel out. In that second half, I entered aggressive mode and obviously probably made quite a bit of plays and then made a couple decisions that I probably wouldn't have made had the situation not been what it was. Some mistakes that you'd like to have back, but in the same sentence, you are trying to be aggressive, knowing that their offense is playing really well, knowing that their defense is playing well, and you're trying to make plays. So I wouldn't say I'm upset about any of the decisions that I made. Obviously, you'd like to have a couple back, but I think for the most part, I need to get better in that situation of turning the switch on and off, being aggressive in spots, and then knowing when to take the foot off the pedal.
How important is it that, at least publicly, but it sounds like privately too, the coaches always encourage that and never try to take away an opportunity you see to be aggressive?
Yeah, I think it depends on the situation. I tried to, early in my career, I was, making a lot of those plays, and then, you try to pick your spots to make those, and there were spots that I had to on Sunday, and a lot of times you don't. A lot of times you can just play in the structure of the offense, and you're moving the ball well, and taking advantage of what the defense is giving you, and sometimes the defense is playing well, and you have to flip that switch and go into aggressive mode and try to make some plays. That was one of those days.
Brian said it's like a playoff November, this one on Thursday. Do you feel, does it feel the feeling of heightened stakes given kind of where y'all at in the season and kind of how the standings are shaking out so far?
Yeah, whenever we play these guys, it's always battle. Whatever the records are. Every time we play these guys, it's going to be tough. It's always going to be a lot at stake.
Do you feel like this one has added significance, though, with that being said, given kind of how the season's gone?
It's a big part of the year for both of us. They're coming off a loss. We're coming off a loss. We're both trying to, win the division. So it's a big game.
They know you, you know them. Is that beneficial, or does that make it that much more challenging on a short week?
Short week, it probably helps you a little bit. Like you said, we play them twice a year. We've played this group, several times now, 3 times last year, once already this year. So, like you said, we know them, they know us, and short week, not a lot of time to put in a bunch of new stuff. So, we got what we got.
Ryan said with the interception in the end zone, a lot of players need to go watch the film, see what went wrong, where they should have gone instead. He said you probably knew as soon as you let go of the ball. Was that the case?
Yeah, it's obviously a decision that I wouldn't have made had in other situations. Like I said, I need to do a better job of turning that switch on and off, but I made similar plays early in the game that worked out well, that kept us in it. So obviously would like to have that one back.
This might sound like snark, but I assure you it's not. But last week you were talking about your early bedtime and the importance of rest. When you play a primetime game, a night game, how far ahead do you adjust your schedule? Do you stay up a little later to try to get ready for a late game?
Later on in the week, yes. You start to stay up a little later Friday, Saturday because you're playing late into the night, so you're not going to bed quite as early. Just trying to get your body, your circadian rhythm ready to play.
The versatility of their linebackers with Queen and Roquan Smith, how tough are they pre-snap to get a gauge on, and what does that versatility do for their defense?
Yeah, they do a really good job, just disguising coverages, disguising pressures. You never quite know what they're in pre-snap. That makes it tough. They're tough physical players, fast, know what they're trying to do.
Going into these Thursday night games, do you ever reach a point, whether it's Wednesday night, Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon, where it feels like a typical game day or night before a game, or does it still feel rushed and crunched even leading into the game?
Once you start to get on that bus and go to the stadium, it starts to kick in. Your body starts to forget about all the bumps and bruises, and it's time to go out there and play. But leading up, it's all condensed with a lot of information, a lot of mental stress, trying to think about all the stuff you got in.
Do you enjoy being in a hostile environment in a primetime game?
Yeah, that's what you like about football. You like going into those environments, challenging yourself with teams like this and situations like this. It's a big opportunity for us.
What are the one or two things about that defense that you really got to be aware of, that you think Baltimore, and what clicks in, what one or two elements?
They're obviously very physical at all positions, from the outside in, and they do a great job at disguising coverages. You never quite know what it is pre-snap, so you got to be, on your P's and Q's post-snap, knowing where you got to go with the football against every look.
How's Hamilton play? They've said that Hamilton is really up to this game. What have you seen from?
Yeah, they're moving him around a little bit. Play some nickel, play some safety. He's got really good ball skills. I made a great play last week to get some points on the board. He's a good player.
What about Gino? Obviously, he had a play against you the first time you guys met. What sticks out about his ball hawking ability?
Yeah, they do a great job, within the structure of their defense. They know what quarterbacks are trying to look at to try to figure out what coverage it is, and they know exactly how to position themselves and their hips and their feet to make that hard to know, and he does a really good job.
A guy you know pretty well, Joe Burrow, he got promoted from Buffalo to the OC. What do the Bills get to him as a coordinator, and kind of what makes him a good coach to be around?
Yeah, Joe's awesome. Joe's very creative. He always has something for a certain look that you're seeing on tape to take advantage of that. It's a big opportunity for him. I'm excited for him. He helped me a lot, helped me become the player I am today. So, nothing but love for Joe.
You've played in Baltimore primetime before. Is there anything specific that you remember about that environment, playing there in primetime prior?
Yeah, it's a fun environment. It gets loud. Kind of feels like a college atmosphere in those primetime moments. So it's going to be fun.
You had it rolling pretty well in the second half against those guys earlier in the year. How much do you go back to that, or is it not looked at as much considering where you were physically at that point in the year?
Yeah, that was, I wasn't obviously feeling my best at that point. Didn't quite have my full toolbox in there, but I thought we did some good things in the second half, like you said. First half we didn't have a ton of plays. They did a good job. We found some explosives in the second half. That's what we have to try to do. They do a great job of limiting those explosive plays, and you have to try to find them because they're going to do a really good job on offense, keeping the ball, running it, scoring points, and we're going to have to do the same.
What has Tanner given this offense the past couple of weeks?
Yeah, Tanner's done a really good job for us. He wins against zone coverage. He finds that little spot that, just has that natural feel for coverage and route running to find those open spaces. So he's done a good job. He's going to continue to get better too.
Brian talked about when you play Baltimore, you always have the limited possessions. So what does that do to your switch? Is it always going to be on aggressive, or is it maybe not?
No, you just got to feel the game out and see what it calls for. Every game calls for something different from the quarterback. We'll see how it plays out.